and welcome to British Science Week. This week, throughout the whole week, we are presenting some mini science experiments for you guys. Today in the studio with me is the wonderful artist Mark.
Hello guys.
And for you today we are going to be exploring, on the theme of connections, colour theory.
Ooh.
So, Mark, when we went to school, what were we taught as were the primary colours?
Well, what I was taught was our primary colours are red, blue, and yellow.
Yeah.
And our secondary colours are green, purple, and orange.
Correct. So, as Mark has rightly said, our primary colours, which are the colours that supposedly make up all the other colours, are red, blue and yellow. And then our secondary colours, which are the next three that are made from those, are purple, orange and green. And that's what we're all taught. Except it's wrong, isn't it?
Is it?
It's kind of wrong, yes. So if you think about your printer, do you have a printer at home?
I don't have a printer at home though.
Have you used a printer before though?
Yes, I have used a printer.
So the ink in a printer isn't red, blue and yellow, is it?
I don't think so.
No, the ink in a printer is cyan, magenta and yellow, which is just slightly different. But when you mix those colours together, you get a much nicer, brighter, more vibrant secondary or tertiary colour. So what I thought we would do today is a couple of little examples for mixing our colours to show you guys how the colours connect to make secondaries and tertiaries, but also how real primary colours make much nicer colours for you guys to use in your arts and crafts at home. So we promised you guys that we would show you how to mix the paints to show the difference between traditionally taught prime colours and actual prime colours. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint red, blue and yellow onto this piece of paper in front of us, and then we're going to mix the secondary colours, aren't we? So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do my favourite colour first. I'm going to do yellow because I love yellow, and we're just literally going to do a great big yellow splodge, and if you do a great big blue splodge, Mark. And this isn't an exact science, this is about representing colours. And I'll do some red. And we're going to fill that all in. And then what we're going to do is, on this paint tray, we're going to transfer some of the other colours to start mixing them up. So if I'm going to do orange, for example, I need the red and the yellow. So I'm going to pick up quite a bit of yellow, because the red is quite a highly pigmented colour. Pick up quite a bit of yellow, and I'll give you that, because you're going to need that for green. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of red. I'm going to put a little bit of red in this one for the purple as well. And then I'm going to use this brush and mix them up. And this should make an orange. As you can see, I promised you that the red was quite highly pigmented, and it really is. It's taken a lot of colour there. So, if you use your blue and put a load of blue into there and mix it up, we should make our lovely purple. Or maybe not so lovely purple, and that's the point. So, having mixed our orange, I'm going to put it between the red and the yellow. And having mixed your purple, I'd like you to put it between the blue and the red. I'm going to pick up some more yellow to make our green from these traditional primes. And I may need another brush, Mark. Please. Thank you very much. Mix this up. And paint the green that we've mixed with the yellow and the blue in between there. And that is our three primary colours, traditionally taught, and our three secondary colours. What we're going to do now is wash our brushes and do the same experiment all over again, but with the actual prime colours. Let's switch things about. So we've cleaned down and now we're going to do our real primary colours. So we've got our cyan and our yellow and our magenta paints. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint those circles again on here. So I'm going to take the blue and paint a circle. You pick a colour, Mark, and paint a circle as well.
I'm going to go for the magenta.
Cool. So these paints are actually quite rich paints. They're a good quality paint, so they will have a slightly different look from the previous ones anyway. And then I'll pick up this yellow. Whoop. Nearly crossed paths. And then we're going to start mixing our paints again. So you've got magenta in your hand. Do you want to do the orange by putting a little bit, just a little bit of the magenta in? You probably won't need much at all. And then if I grab you a good dollop of yellow and you mix all that together, you can, oh, hang on, I'll tell you what, I'll take a little bit of magenta and then you can mix with that brush. Yep. So you're making orange. I'm going to make our lovely purple, hopefully. Oh, my blue was stronger than I expected. I need more magenta. So I'm just going to pick it up. Shh, it's fine. And mix these colours together. And if you're happy with your orange, that one goes there. I'm going to put my purple over here, like so. And then lastly but not leastly, we need to pick up a load of yellow into that one. And I need to pick up a tiny bit of blue to mix in. A bit more yellow, please. Thank you, Mark. And we'll mix that green together. And we'll put that as our secondary colour. Right there. And that is our real prime colours, done with cyan, magenta and yellow. The last thing we've got to show you, which we can do very quickly just by moving the paints out of the way, is if Mark grabs the highlighter pens for me, please. This is a way that you can experiment with this at home because the processed cyan, magenta and yellow paints are a little expensive, but if you want to experiment with them, the tubs are half a litre each, so while they're a bit of an expense to fork out in the first place, they do last a good long while. We've had those for a couple of years now, haven't we, Mark? So the cheaper way that you can do it is by playing around with highlighters. So I've got a blue, a pink and a yellow highlighter here, and these are cyan, magenta and yellow. So what Mark's going to do is he's going to draw some stripes for me across the page. And then we're going to mix the colours over the top of each other. So yeah, we're probably going to do about 5 stripes all told. Yeah. And then what did we say we were going to do next? Was it pink?
I think it was pink, yeah.
Okay, so halfway across we overlap. And we keep going. And you need to kind of do double the amount. So we need an equal stripe of pink and then we need another stripe of pink to put the yellow over the top. Yeah, so keep going a bit more. Perfect. And then we're going to swap for the yellow. And Mark's going to go with the yellow over the magenta again. Hopefully this is showing up on your screen. What we can do is we can take some photographs close up after we've finished filming, guys, to add into the video at the end, just to show you guys close up how this works out. And if you keep going with your yellow just a bit further, we're going to finish off by doing a very quick blue stripe at the end again. So you don't need to go blue over, just over the yellow. Perfect. And that, with our 3 highlighters, is our blue, purple, magenta, orange, yellow and green from our true primary colours. So, having done our little paint mix-up experiment, we thought we'd hold up the results to show you, because actually something rather wonderful has happened, guys. On Mark's real primary colours sheet, it looks like there is a hole. If you move that sheet around, Mark, can you see, guys, how it looks like there's a hole going through the paper? There really isn't. It's because that's a true green, and because we're using a green screen to have the British Science Week background, it's picked up that true green and deleted it out. The computer's worked that out. Also, on Mark's sheet, where we did the highlighter rainbow, you can see there's a hole there as well, which actually, the rainbow coincides beautifully with British Science Week's true rainbow in our background behind us. So I think that's really proven the point about the connections between colours and how true primary colours are really effective compared to our traditionally taught primary colours. So thank you very much for all your help today, Mark. We've got lots of other lovely experiments coming up this week, so watch your space and we'll see you again soon. Bye guys!
Bye guys!